You already know what time it is. It's Tales from the Crib time. You know we got the drama. You know we got the tea. You know Blueface out here exposing Megan Thee Stallion for the she is. You know little baby out here proving why he the best. And look at here, man. Britney Spears, you better stop lying. I'm a dog, JT. He innocent. He the golden boy. But go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, hit that like button. Matter of fact, hit that notification bell. Cause you already know we about to get into the drama. It's your boy, Jesse J, Philip Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande, aka Chico 2 times, baby. Welcome to the show. I'm excited and I want to know why you said that made Little Baby your favorite artist. So we're gonna get into that later.
I'm just saying, man, he proving he got many talents. He versatile. He ain't like the baby. He the baby. But he little baby with a big.
He's your baby? That ain't the baby, that's your baby?
That's you going too far right there. You going too far. Listen here, it ain't that month, it ain't this time. It should just because my hat purple don't mean anything. But hey, this episode 128. Tales from the Crib. I can't wait, man. Look at what?
So you do got purple in your hair?
How did you come up with that so fast?
I mean, you're the one that said it.
It's like you've been waiting to say that for the longest. It's like I've been waiting to Jesse call Jesse 6ix9ine.
I mean, you talking about basically that Little Baby, the throat goat, and now your goat.
I didn't even say what Little Baby was. You already exposed in the episode.
And then they know what's going on. And then you
say, oh, really? They know what's going on.
And then they say that you're gonna pop up on Little Baby with purple in your hair. You ain't turning this on me. You already turned it on yourself, and you already turned it on the baby.
How many times you watch that video? You know what? We ain't gonna talk about that later.
I don't know nothing about your videos, and that's why I blocked your number, because I didn't want to see no videos. What you do in your free time as a co-host, I salute you, but I don't want to hear about it on this time show. This is a family show, sir. I mean, not really.
This ain't no family show. Man, you
this
ready
is
to start?
A rated R show.
Are you ready to start the show?
Yeah.
Man, you already know.
Are you ready to stop salivating over to Little Baby?
Man, I'm ready to start salivating over this topic right here, because you know I'm happy. I'm happy and I'm jealous at the same time. I don't even know how that's possible.
You're the super salivator.
It's extra moist.
Pause.
But man,
well, speaking of pause, we got Blueface coming out and saying that he linked up with Megan Thee Stallion years ago. I might have gotten some dum.
I'm just saying, man. Why is it never me? How come it's always them? Listen, like Blueface bars ain't even that good. I rap better than Blueface.
Yeah. I mean, you do love Blueface. It's kind of weird that you're turning ties on him, but I didn't expect much from the flip flop himself.
Hater. But I mean, with this whole thing going on, so if you didn't know, Blueface.
But why would you say this all these years later, man?
I mean, because I'm gonna tell you why, man. Blueface did this twice. He went on No Jumper with Adam 22 and talked about the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation, and then on top of that, he went to Jason Lee, Hollywood Unlocked, talked about it and everything. And the reason why he brought it up, because earlier last week, somebody was like, remember a couple weeks ago, his mom, Blueface's mom, was like, "Oh yeah,
she put her butt on the internet."
Megan should mess with Blueface. She don't got to worry about Blueface shooting her.
Oh yeah. She's like, my son's a good child. But then she posted her butt on the internet.
I mean, exactly, and also, so we're gonna let you see right now what Blueface had to say on Jason Lee podcast.
Isn't that your favorite podcast?
It is.
What did you think about his mom wanting to hook him up with Megan Thee Stallion?
What I think about it, it was a clout reach.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean,
clout reach went backwards. Like, it's cool.
I already been there and done that.
Been there and done what?
Exactly.
Been there and done that.
Next question.
You slept with Megan?
Jason, I didn't say that.
Look at me. Are you saying you slept with Megan Thee Stallion?
Look at me.
Didn't say that.
Did he sleep with Megan Thee Stallion?
I don't know, but it will really get.
Why are you looking like that?
For real?
Jason, I've been in the...
Why? Because I never gagged.
I've been in the game in a long time, Jason. Like, XXL freshman, like, 5 years ago. Like, BET Awards, like, I know, like, 5 years ago. I did all of the stuff already. I'm where I'm at doing what I want to do by choice.
You know, you're the reason why Coi Leray doesn't like me, because I had you on my show and
been there, done it already. Ray. Jason, come on, man. Like,
Coil Ray been there, done that.
He went, yeah, he had.
Man, he took your favorite girl.
I don't say too much, but if asked, I will. I'm gonna give you nothing but the truth.
How you feel about the black gloves with the rings on it? Is that too much?
Yeah, that's too much. I thought he was acting like Howie Mandel from Let's Make a
O.J.
Deal.
Simpson?
Wearing the glove.
Nah, but I mean, see,
I guess he could be OJ.
the thing here is, as soon as I heard this about Blueface saying Megan Thee Stallion, it's trash, it's weak, it's average. I was like, nah, he lying. Megan Thee Stallion would never do this. But then I turned around and I remembered
she did everyone.
She did Tory Lanez. She allegedly did the baby. Now she did Blueface, and Blueface said she did it like a couple of days after Tory Lanez, shot her.
For real?
Yeah, he's like,
she was injured, but not too injured to get on her knees?
That's what I'm saying. How your knees strong but your head game weak?
They just had to pass her off.
Nah, but I mean, it's just disrespectful. I mean, I understand how you live whole his life, being yourself, being like whole his life and doing what you want to do.
Do they have another YouTube channel? I know Ball is Life. I didn't know Ho is Life.
Ho is Life, Ho Confessions. You gotta know about it. But you know how people are nowadays. You gotta tell your truth. You see Jada Pinkett Smith out here.
She said that she's worth it.
Exactly. But the question is this disrespectful? Do Blueface need to shut up? Because I feel like, if Jada Pinkett Smith can come out here and tell her the truth, if Tyrese can come out here and tell her the truth, if Brittany Renner can go here and go on a whole press run and tell her the truth, what's wrong with Blueface saying Megan Thee Stallion?
Brittany Renner should have never got a platform. Uncle Shay Shay, I'm ashamed of you. Huh?
She's on Basketball Wives now.
She's trying to be on everything, man.
She's trying to get the cake.
She was on Club Shay Shay. She was on Uncle Shannon. She was probably on Stephen A. Smith. You never know. She's been around the world.
Horrible. But nah, do you believe that Blueface really got that weak hair from Megan? And are you mad that it's weak?
Who said it was weak?
He said it was weak.
He said he been had it. Doesn't mean it was weak.
Oh my God. I'm telling you right now.
Do you think he was downplaying it?
He said on the Adam, if you saw that
new girl,
if you saw
his old girl, new girl, is there?
No, the funny thing is because she went on the Adam 22 podcast and he said, she said she didn't even know about it. Like he said this as soon as he said it here, it was the first time she ever heard it.
Yeah. I remember even Meg Thee Stallion had those videos where she was laying in bed with G-Eazy.
Is that? Oh, what if she gave G-E? Oh my God, that's two people. So the baby,
and speaking of
baby,
calling out people,
G-Eazy.
do we want to call out our friend or do we want to let him slide?
No, we're gonna let him slide this episode. We're gonna let him slide.
Well, let's just say someone we know personally. We're not gonna say their name, but someone we know personally. We're like, dang, Megan's posting all these workout videos, and they're like, who's the first person that liked it?
6 pound.
Our frown.
6 pound baby.
6 pounds, 7 ounce. You connect the dots.
Exactly. But see, if that whole court case didn't happen back with the whole Megan Thee Stallion situation, I would have been like, nah, this ain't it. This ain't her. But it just exposed a lot. You over here fighting over Tory Lanez.
I'm
then
just
on top
mad
of
that
that,
we
you go
weren't
a
in the
party at the same
industry.
time. You said what?
I'm just mad that we weren't in the industry at that time.
You mad because you wanted to turn with Megan Thee Stallion? You would have hit that?
I plead the fifth.
Oh, you ain't gonna speak. You gotta tell your truth. We gotta write a tell-all book.
I would tell the truth, but I would not really, because it's like that's what I was like, wanting to do, but just to send to our friend, Mr.
Like I did it first.
Mr. Walks on Water. I'm gonna be sending him with the Ray J song. I'm gonna send him the video, and I'm gonna have the Ray J song in the background playing. I hit it first. That's what I'm talking
Disrespectful, man. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about this situation here. Do you feel like Blueface out here, he being a chatty patty? He should just shut up.
He's being a chatty catty. How you gonna kiss and tell?
I mean, everybody else doing it. Why he can't profit on it? If a girl do that,
this is how you end up on Facebook's most wanted list when you kiss and tell too much.
I ain't never been on that list either. But let us know once again how you feel about this topic. But moving on,
no, I just think that silence is the answer, because then it's like if you blab in your mouth, then no one else is gonna trust you if they're trying to do some backdoor dealings with you.
He's over here getting smacked in the head with glass bottles, and he's over here.
Who's getting smacked in the head?
Blueface.
By who?
Chrisean Rock.
That's why he married the other baby mama. He ain't trying to deal with that.
But you see, he still got smacked in the head with glass bottles. So he got Megan Thee Stallion. He got
Man,
Coyle
you're
Ray.
always gonna have angry exes trying to hit you in the head with bottles. This is part of life.
What life do you live?
I live in the streets.
All right, Super Mario.
No, I'm just kidding.
How many lives you got? I ain't with all. See, I ain't with all the violence. I got
talking about Miles.
Pause. Nah, but let me know how you feel about this situation. You know, Megan Thee Stallion got some music coming out real soon. I need to check it out. Moving on to the next.
Only thing I'm checking out is her Instagram post. Giggity giggity.
Disgusted. Man, giggity at my dog. My dog Blueface finally growing up. Man, he got on one knee. He got on one knee and proposed to my dog, Jaidyn Alexis.
She looks like it, dog.
So, you know, Blueface and his first baby mama got engaged at the Steelers versus Rams game. Imagine that. The same time that your team beat the Rams, he got engaged. So it will forever be remembered.
Take that L, Blueface. You couldn't get engaged and do a W at the same time. And thank you for winning me some margaritas. Steeler Nation.
Man, but if you didn't know me, finally, you know, this is his high school sweetheart. He got on one knee, he proposed. We got the video right here. Y'all can see the whole thing.
I can't believe that Drewski agreed to marry him and put his career aside.
Disrespectful. She don't look like Drewski that much. Just a little bit. If you turn to the side.
I saw a video or a picture, a meme of both of them with like them sticking their tongue out. That is dang near the same person.
Just giving that little baby?
No.
Ooh.
Hey, yo.
In a Gucci outfit.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
Babe, don't make me cry.
Babe, I'm serious. Babe, I'm serious. I don't care. Okay, I don't care. I'm happy tears.
You're gonna make me cry, girl. Come on, don't do that. We gotta get together, girl. We gotta walk out this bathroom like him and her. Okay, we can't be even crying and shit.
Alright.
Alright, come on. Alright, I'm good.
She's still crying.
We've been waiting for some years. She couldn't wait to rub that in Chrisean Rock's face.
So right after this, you know, a couple seconds later, that's when I showed you the video of all the girls dancing with they pants off, shaking their butt in their underwear, and he was throwing money at them at the Rams game.
That's what they did to celebrate.
That's what he did to celebrate. And then she got all mad about that because he was doing too much. But I really think I'm doing life. I've been approaching life wrong, cause all he did.
You need a Drewski of your own.
I mean, look what happened. I mean, he got a TV show. He smashed all them girls on the TV show. That's 8 times right there. Then there's times where she said she caught him in the bed with Chrisean messing around, and then they got in a fight. He said his thing was rock hard and everything, while they was fighting outside, fighting in the room. And she's still with it. She still got the ring.
She fought her way to the top.
And he had a baby.
Yeah, with somebody else.
And she still said yes.
Sometimes.
So, I mean, we're doing something wrong.
What do you mean?
Because, I mean, we out here doing everything right. You know, buying these girls flowers, taking them on dates. But they ain't saying yes to us.
No, because we ain't asking.
Facts.
Ain't trying to get trapped up in that. You ain't getting half of my collection.
I mean, you think she'll deserve it? It's all. I mean, she
deserved it. She held him down the whole time.
She said that they've been together since like she was a freshman and he was a junior in high school.
Yep.
And then like he graduated. They lived together. And then she talks about. I remember I saw the video on No Jumper where like she's like she caught him at the movie theaters cheating. She caught him. She caught him at the Dunkin' Donuts cheating. She's like, I caught him cheating like over 10 times.
And she still stuck by his side.
So I mean,
see, ladies, you gotta see it through. You got to see it.
That's a real rider.
That's a real rider. That's a rough rider.
Nah, but I mean,
You ever been caught at the movie theaters?
Have I been caught at the movie theaters? I've never
Being unfaithful?
I have been caught on Facebook. One time I was messaging this girl on Facebook, and then just so happened the girlfriend I was with was like her party homegirl. And if my dumb ass would have looked actually in the girl's Facebook page, she had an album called
friends.
Parties, and I would have saw, oh, they're in like 10 pictures together. They must be friends. I was like, nah, it's just a coincidence.
You know, it's funny one time. I had 2 friends, and both of them were into this girl. And she recently became...
Both of them was into this girl?
Yeah, I had 2 dude friends that were into this girl.
Uh-huh.
And so they were competing for her, basically.
Uh-huh.
And the one friend was like telling the other friend, like, back off. Like, I really want this chick. Like, you need to calm your ass down. Like, you could get any other chick. Like, I really want this one.
Uh-huh.
And he was like, all right, I'll do it too. I'll do it for you. I'll back off. And then a party happened, and he didn't back off. And he got caught on camera. Making out with this chick. And he was like, I didn't even talk to her. And he's like, bro, there's a photo of y'all making out in the freaking background.
What'd he say?
He was like, yeah, it's true.
Did they become what happened to the girl? What happened to the girl? Did they become friends after that? I mean, did they become boyfriend girlfriend? Did he smash or did he just kiss her?
I'm not here to tell people's information.
I'm just saying, Blueface, listen here, man. You gotta speak
No, but
your
basically,
truth.
let's just say my friend that didn't back down achieved his goal, ditched this woman, and then this other friend still pursued this woman.
That's how it always happens. You know, sometimes you run a choo-choo on a girl, and there's always that one friend that ends up cuddling with her at night. Just don't be that friend.
I didn't know you were a conductor.
No.
God dang.
I work for Delta.
You don't work for Delta. you work for WM.
Oh, pause. Nah, but I mean, comment below. Let me know how Comment below. Let me know how you feel about this whole situation. Is Blueface just doing this to make Chrisean mad? Because you know she just dropped that whole.
I mean, I could see if he was gonna, but he actually went and got her a ring and got a knee. So I mean, that's messed up if he's just doing it as a clout move when he's not really gonna try to go through with it.
I mean, but who cares? I think she's finally.
Who cares? She thought she won the Olympics.
She's the way she crying. Nah, but I feel like she's finally buying into it. Like the fact that the fact that she's like letting Blueface do the season tour of the House of the Blueface, live with the girls and everything. Because she even talked about that. She said the Blueface originally wasn't even supposed to be living at the Blueface house. He was supposed to just have the show. Then and he would have came home, but then he lied and said, "Oh yeah, you know, we understaffed. I had cameraman that was supposed to show up and everything. Nobody showed up, so I gotta sleep here. I gotta live here now." And then she's like,
"That's a lie."
The whole time he was just
Pound Town
and all the girls. Yeah,
you gotta watch.
That's shit to pop out. But I mean, Blueface has to be the who's winning more than Blueface. He's allegedly a one-hit wonder. He had the Blueface show.
I mean, he has more than one hit. Let's not shame him that much. He's not my favorite rapper, and I'm not like a super fan of his or anything. But I'll give him the credit.
He's every week.
He's at least had like 4 or 5 songs that have done pretty dang well.
Did you know the new thing about Blueface?
That's the biggest credit that I'll give him is that no matter what, he finds a way to make himself go viral. Because literally, I don't care if it's him getting in a fight, getting engaged,
him showing
getting
his girl
arrested,
trash BBL,
him talking about his kid not being taken care of, like literally whatever it is, he's getting more views than like some of the world news.
More than Donald Trump and Joe Biden.
Yeah, basically all that type of political stuff. You look and Blueface will get more views than that. So it's crazy that people are really tuned into him and his life and all his drama more than they are like political stuff, I guess you could say.
And then did you hear this new thing about how so when he went to he got the probation, we talked about it a couple weeks in the past. He got probation for the shooting at the whole strip club incident, and just so happened the strip club lost their license. They shut down, lost their license. Now they suing Blueface for $13 million, saying like, you know, I lost all this money, I lost all this profit, and you know, I'm not gonna be able to get another business again. So he's suing them for all that, which is crazy. $13 million. I don't think he's gonna get that.
He probably won't get 13, but he could get a few million. I mean, you could get a few million and retire. Shoot. Give me $2 million, I'll make it last. I'll invest it.
Mm.
You'll never see me again.
That's true. Never see me again either. But moving on to the next topic here.
We done with Blueface.
I want to know, how strong is your love for Pokemon?
Not this strong.
Because allegedly here, the GameStop employee said he ready to clap that for the Pokemon cards. You come in his shop.
Clap that all on
You
the
come in his
floor.
shop, you over here acting all sneaky, getting the sticky fingers. He gonna let you leave with a bullet in your butt.
Florida, keyword, Florida GameStop employee fatally shot a customer for shoplifting $600 worth of Pokemon cards.
That's a lot of Pokemon cards.
And this man looked like he had a mega mind to think about making the right decision, and he still chose wrong.
He shows violence.
And employee shoots and kills college student accused of stealing Pokemon cards, and he even apologized when they got the cameras on him. They say this is a problem with a lot of people nowadays in states like Texas,
They live in Florida?
and Florida, and basically in any state where they have like open carry.
People just go.
That people are eager to use their gun, and if you're working at a place like a Walmart or a Target or a GameStop and someone's shoplifting, that doesn't give you the right to murk them. You can't just
sure
go.
about that?
You can't just go full and pretty much in all states, you can't go full RoboCop and murk people. A lot of states that do have open carry have like the castle doctrine. So basically, if you're getting attacked at your home, your residence, if you're in fear of your life, that you can use lethal force. But if you see someone shoplifting and leaving, you're not allowed just to like shoot them in the back as they're leaving the store and say, "Oh, I was saving the store." That's
not even standing. You can't even get self-defense. You can't even stand your ground with that when you're trying to defend property.
Yeah, you can't. It doesn't work like that for property.
But 100, it's like six.
And in most places that you work at, I don't know if you've ever worked retail, but if you work retail, they usually tell you that if someone's shoplifting, that you alert security or call the cops, because if you try to tackle someone or do this or that, or try to tackle the shoplifter and you accidentally run them into another shopper, and they like break their ankle or break their wrist or something, they can sue the store and get millions of dollars. So they literally tell employees to do nothing. If you're at a mall and you work at the mall, you call security, and if you're not at a mall, then you call the cops.
So you saying that it's possible that this family done hit the jackpot?
Oh yeah, they can definitely sue GameStop.
Yes.
Instead of him stealing $600 worth of Pokemon cards, they could get it like $60 million from GameStop on a wrongful death lawsuit.
We got the video right here to show you, man. Play the video. Let's see what's going on. See if he's crying.
I'm really sorry for the family. I didn't mean for any of this to happen to the family. It wasn't my intention.
An apology coming straight from the GameStop employee accused of shooting a suspected shoplifter. Derek Guerrero making the remarks after being released from jail.
NBC6's Amanda Placencia was there for it all, spoke with him. You're live for us in Pembroke Pines. What else did he tell you, if at all?
Well, that GameStop employee, we know he bonded out of jail today, and now we're hearing from him for the first time.
Derek Guerrero was quiet as he left the Broward County Jail on Thursday, but expressed his remorse to the victim's family.
I'm really sorry for the family. I didn't mean for any of this to happen to the family. It wasn't my intention.
Pembroke Pines police say the 33-year-old GameStop employee was arrested for shooting and killing a man who was shoplifting inside the store on Pines Boulevard near Hiatus.
Upon the victim trying to leave the store with the merchandise, run.
Just horrible. You getting $15 an hour and you think it's worth it to clap somebody? I would have just let that slide. $600 is basically your whole week of your whole paycheck.
But they wouldn't charge him out of his paycheck if someone steals.
That's how it works?
No.
I thought that's how it works.
I worked at a shoe store and someone stole a pair of shoes there. They didn't take the price of the shoes out of my paycheck. They just write it off.
Y'all let them slide then.
If you're at a place where they charge it out of your paycheck if someone steals and that's out of control, or I've heard where they've done that to servers, if someone skips the bill,
that's
that they make them pay it. They shouldn't be able to do that. That's not their fault. They're literally serving a bunch of tables, or if you're, at a store, you're helping a bunch of people, and someone decides to take off out the door. One, you're not allowed to stop them. So how could they literally hold you responsible if you're not allowed to do anything if they take off? I was literally at a store one time where someone was running out the front door with a whole tent, like a camping tent. And like the employee was right there, and they're like, we can't do anything.
It's like I didn't know that because as a kid, as a kid, you traumatized, like, oh yeah, they're gonna get me, they're gonna catch me. But like, it seems like more and more nowadays, the older I get, like they don't even care no more. Like if you get it and you decide to like basically you paying for it is basically saying you're a dummy. Like you should have just walked outside.
No, I mean, because you can get in trouble and get arrested.
Ain't nobody care. It's petty.
You know what's crazy?
If it's under like $500, it's not a felony, so it's like petty theft. So,
yeah. So but what's crazy is like you see people at Walmart where like the employees really do try to stop them and tackle them, but usually what happens is they just end up suing Walmart if they do that because they're really not supposed to touch you. So it's kind of weird, but it's weird that I've seen a bunch of videos where a lot of times at Walmart they actually do try to stop people.
And more details about this. So the kid walked in. He stole. So there's a reason why 600 because he stole 5 boxes of Pokemon cards. Each one was like worth
not
100
packs, boxes.
Boxes like each one was worth $100. I didn't even know. But even so Pokemon cards sold for $100 a box. I thought it was at least like. I remember the single packs, like you get like the little single silver pack with like 12 cards in it. Then like sometimes you get the box with the clear plastic over it, and it may have like 2 or 3 decks in it or something like that. So
from what I remember is they used to have the single packs, and then they would have the decks that you could get. Because I remember like growing up, like I got like a fossil deck.
I remember that. And that's trash. Why'd you get the fossil deck?
Because they didn't do that many decks.
They did at the time.
If you did get a deck, it wasn't as good as what you could get from the card packs.
I remember it used to be hard. I remember like the first one was like what the Mewtwo pack and the Mew pack. You would spend your whole life looking for it. But now, like every time you go into a GameStop store, it's like here's a rare pack. Here's a rare pack. Here's a rare pack.
I was a little kid. Like I was in like 4th or 5th grade when Pokemon was huge, and I really wish I would have just like. I don't know if I would have. I mean, I still have my cards, but I got some really good cards and some first edition holographic original cards, which might be worth a pretty penny. I also have the Mew card that came from watching the original movie, sealed still.
I remember didn't it come with a coin? I think it came with a coin also.
I think you got a coin, but you also got a card that came in plastic.
The Mewtwo card?
And it was the... I think it was the Mew card, but it was like the ancient card where like none of it was in English. It was like in hieroglyphics. I still have that, and I've never opened it. So I wonder if that's worth some money, but I never got a holographic Charizard.
Do you think this job is going to back him up and like pay his legal fees?
No.
He's not on.
He's going to get screwed. He's going to get like 2nd or 3rd degree manslaughter. He's probably going to take a plea deal. And who knows, he might get it like, anywhere from like 2 to 5 years in jail and then so many years probation.
All for a job.
Because it's not premeditated murder or anything like that. It's just an overreaction to a robbery.
True and all that. That's what he always say. Just because you get the right to carry doesn't mean that your first choice, your first defense is shoot him in the face,
or shoot him in the back. Especially.
Yeah, shoot him in the back because they saying like if somebody's running, you shoot them in the back. That's not self-defense. If they're not physically attacking you, and also stop talking, man. When these cops come, don't say nothing. Just be like my lawyer because the fact that he came out and you said sorry, that's like an automatic admission of guilt. You seen Tory Lanez, he apologized. Like why you apologize if you innocent? You be like, man, hey. It ain't my fault.
Instead of putting him in jail, why couldn't they just agree to ship him back to Canada and be like, you can't come back?
What's gonna happen?
And then he could have just done all the stuff from Canada.
Yeah, but comment below. Let me know how you feel about this whole situation. Is it messed up how GameStop probably not gonna back him up? They're gonna leave him hanging. I also seen this at the gas station.
It's not messed up because they literally tell you to not do anything.
But what about at gas stations? Like you get hired at gas stations, and like it was a person here that like
gas stations dang near like work at your own risk.
Pretty much.
I wouldn't do that, but I understand if you're working like a late night or overnight at the gas station that you may want to, keep a weapon on you.
But I don't think you can. I think it's a warning sign there.
Yeah, I don't know if you're allowed either. That's why in some states or even some cities, they got those like fully enclosed.
Like Buc-ee's?
No, not Buc-ee's doesn't have the fully enclosed.
Fully enclosed what?
No, I'm talking where the employees fully enclosed.
Oh, with the glass.
Where they have like
that's in the hood.
Like the plastic.
That's in the hood.
That's in like the east side. That's in like all of New Orleans.
The hood.
Yes.
He said yes. It's the
All of
hood.
New Orleans is the hood.
Moving on to the next topic here, man. Free my dog, man. Make sure he don't go to jail. I hope he just get probation for this.
He's going to jail. We will follow up and give you an update, but he's definitely going to jail. He's getting second, third degree manslaughter for sure.
That's crazy, man. It's all for a job. $15 an hour.
But speaking of people that should probably think about working at GameStop,
I think
we
if
got
you work,
the
if you
City
work $15
Girls.
an hour, you probably would sell. You probably would make more than 8K.
The latest album, Raw, is on pace to move 6 to 8K units in the first week.
Is this a W or L? Is this a W or L for City Girls?
This is a giant L.
It's horrible. I mean, if you didn't
Ever
know,
since Lil Yachty left them alone, they ain't done anything.
yeah, true that. He did help him write that one hit with Cardi B. But if you didn't know, once again, like my co said, City Girls dropped their highly anticipated second album, Raw.
How do you say
ass-
highly anticipated? I saw most people comment that they didn't even know that they
No,
had a
that's
new album.
okay. That's what they're mad. They're mad about that. But
They had no promotion.
the album, because the album was supposed to come out 2 years ago when Beyonce dropped the Renaissance album, but then
So they didn't put out any album for 2 years?
They didn't drop an album because of Beyonce, and then they pushed
Why?
it
Because of Beyonce.
because it's to go. Why'd you drop on the same day as the go? Let's say drop on the same day.
Drop the next month. Don't drop 2 years later.
That's what I said. So they didn't drop. They had to build up more hype for it. They didn't have a hit single.
And they never built
And
the
then,
hype.
then you had the whole little JT situation with the whole little Uzi thing, and then you had her doing songs by herself. So
Where she
now,
was beating his head in with 2 phones.
pretty much, I got 2 phones, one for your head and one for your how you go?
Yep.
For your dome.
One for your face, one for your nose.
So I mean, you know, they're saying JT about to do a whole little single thing going on, but I mean, this is just sad. Like this just
they need
shows
to
you.
break up.
You
They'd
think
be
so?
better on their own.
But the thing is, I gotta say about that
And their
is
only good song is
but
when
who's
they
the-
added Little Dirk.
but who's
and
the
they're trying
talent?
to rip off Sexy Red.
But who's the real talent? Now, who's the real rapper? Who has the talent?
JT.
JT has more talent than Chrisean?
Yeah.
You think
Carisha,
Chrisean has
please.
Chrisean has a TV
Carisha,
show?
please.
Chrisean has a TV show. She has
She's
the
a
card game.
podcaster only because of Diddy. She wouldn't even have a show if it wasn't for Diddy and her guts.
So who has more personality? Because it's all about personality.
Well, I mean, JT doesn't really have a show where you can see her personality shine
But
through.
you can still shine. I mean, Ruby Rose don't got to show her personality shine through. You see a lot
That's
of
not her
girls.
personality.
Coyle Ray.
That's not her personality. That's her stick figure body.
Shame on you. Nah, but I mean, like, you know what's funny how they always say, oh yeah, girl rappers winning, girl rappers #1, it's running all these dudes over, but then like
Sexy Red cleared the board.
no, it's not that. Like Sexy Red to drop a video, get 1 million views. All these girls drop music videos, get 1 million views. They drop an album, they get you see no music videos.
That's basically, as you see, like now most people are experiencing that. Like the only time that their audience checks stuff out is when it's free.
I mean, streaming is free basically. You can watch on YouTube, it's free.
Yeah, but YouTube views doesn't count towards album sales.
They do. They count them as album sales.
For real?
Yeah.
Then they really doing bad.
It's because when you don't, if you're not showing,
We have videos on Crib Reactions right now
Uh-huh.
that have gotten more than 6 to 8K views in a week. So we've done more than 6 to 8K views. We had a video to get 14K views in a week. So technically, Tales from the Crib is bigger than the City Girls already.
it's like I feel like it's the fact that if you're not seeing it's not a video of them shaking ass or showing ass. That's when their songs blow, and that's what we getting everybody. Oh yeah, this song's amazing. Got this many views. Like the Gorilla song, what's it called? The Gorilla song FNF. We had the girl shaking button doing all that stuff.
Yeah.
Girl shaking ass. Whole all Sexy Red stuff. Girl shaking ass. Those videos do 1 million views. Coyle Ray, she getting a whole bunch of views. She dropped that album.
She only does views on TikTok.
Views on TikToks, and she has view. You had a 15-second clip of like she just dancing, shaking her butt with the song in the background.
That's why you're only good on TikTok.
Look at that. And then when she dropping, what was Coyle Ray
It
last
only
album
lasts
sold
15
what?
seconds.
Coyle Ray last album sold how many K? Like 15K?
Like 10 or 12.
Exactly. So it's like people
They ain't selling.
they're not selling. Like if it's a video, people will watch the video.
You know who was selling?
Who?
XG.
Fact.
I still got to look up how much they actually did first week because I don't know if they separate like international sales versus stateside sales or they put them all together. But I know dang well they did more than 6 to 8K.
And you know what I think they're just not album artists. It's like Gucci Man, like nobody's really like listened to a whole Gucci album.
What do you
but
mean?
He has songs.
When Gucci dropped the album, I stopped whatever I was doing and I listened to it.
He dropped breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You listen to that?
Yes.
Did you like it?
Yes.
You like certain songs?
All of it.
You like Woptober? Wop Einstein?
I like Mr.
So every Gucci Mane project
I like
be like
Mr. Zone 6, the return of Mr. Zone 6.
Burprint 1, Burprint 2.
Burprint 2, the State versus
1017 Thug.
The State versus Radrick Davis.
The Appeal, the second one?
The Appeal. I like was it Gucci 2 times with the
So
album
you feel
too?
like Gucci Mane is an album artist to you or a single artist to you?
Both.
What?
In his prime, he was dropping both.
Okay, so what about Soulja Boy?
He's probably a single artist.
There you go. So
yeah, don't ever disrespect the Gucci like that. I'll uppercut you out of your chair.
So I feel like there's like single artists, like Quarter Race is a single artist,
Yeah.
Sexy Red. I mean, I feel
Mimo
like
600.
yeah, no, I feel like Mimo 600 single artist. Like you don't have to be an album seller artist. Like everybody, not J. Cole, they're not Drake. You can drop your singles. Get a hit off of that. But City Girls, I mean, I don't blame them for this. AK, I blame like you said, nobody knew it was finna drop. Only time you knew it was gonna drop, I think the BET Awards came out and they randomly told like, oh yeah, City Girls is coming out next week. Watch it. But that was it.
I wasn't watching it.
And I don't even think you watched it. I think the day of the BET Awards, we went to the gym. It was on a Tuesday.
Yep.
I didn't even know
and
about
they
it.
cut off the cable at the gym, so we didn't see ish. We probably could have watched it at the gym because it had basic cable, but somebody didn't pay the bill.
Disrespectful. But I mean, hey, the City Girls not trash. We gonna hopefully see how the whole
No, they are trash.
Oh, we'll see how the whole horrible. We'll see how the whole JT's thing going on. So if JT goes solo, she's gonna drop an EP. What is Chrisean gonna do?
Diddy. She gonna Diddy bop.
She gonna Diddy bopping hard.
She gonna Diddy bop to the top.
Oh Lord, man, comment below. Let me know how you feel about this whole City Girl situation and the whole AK. Do you think it's real? Does this mean that they trash? People don't even need to listen to them no more. Let me know how you feel. Moving on to the
They
next.
need to hang it up.
Moving on to the number one rapper alive right now in this generation.
My co-host's favorite rapper,
Lil Baby.
Lil Baby.
He's showing you why he Lil Baby, not Da Baby. It's not a video. So if you didn't know,
I'm going out of the way. I'm getting us off camera because I'm about to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna let you try to defend your favorite rapper for his transgressions.
All right. Well, so if you didn't know, Lil Baby always has, rumors going on about him. It could be about, OF models saying that he's paying like 10, 15K to mess with him. It can be, him going shopping with Sweetie, spending over 100K. But now they got, Lil Baby out here allegedly giving that Gok 3000. A video dropped on Twitter, it's Twitter, X. Y'all know how much you can really depend on this, count on this. But, somebody dropped the video. They had an emoji over the face, so you really couldn't see the face. It said, like, Lil Baby with a smiley face on it, laughing emoji on it. So you didn't do the face, but the person was going crazy. Like, no gag reflex. It was crazy. And then the person did look like Lil Baby. It was a top hair view. He had hair and everything, but a few hours later, Lil Baby responded saying that y'all gotta stop. Y'all gotta keep my name out your mouth. Y'all trying to get likes and views off my name. This is crazy. Stop believing everything, all this clickbait stuff. And y'all ain't really gotta do that. Like, stop believing all this clickbait stuff, like the whole little race situation, or other people's situation that they be saying like about Little Race being shot 6 times. He's saying that's false, and other people saying that false things that everybody else is saying. Y'all gotta stop. Y'all really gotta do your fact checking. But they're saying that this isn't really Lil Baby. This is some person on Twitter and OF called Hood Famous Mouth or Famous Hood Mouth, something like that. You guess check him out if you want to check him out. I ain't even check him out. I ain't like that, but y'all can check him out. I guess let him know how you feel. His page is private on Twitter, so you gotta request him, and then he's gonna approve it. But Coles, how you felt when you woke up and you seen Lil Baby going viral? You thought it was for bar? You thought he clapped somebody?
Ooh, Lil Baby going viral? I thought it was Lil Justy.
Pause.
But what do you say that you got to request it? What were you talking about?
For the person. Okay, so the person that looks like Lil Baby is like Hood Famous Mouth X, or Hood Famous. It's like Famous Mouth, Mr. Pretty Lips.
What?
It's Miss Pretty Lips. That's their name. So if you go to their page, their Twitter page is private, so you have to like request it and then they have to approve you.
So
like,
you were requesting a man on Twitter named Pretty Mouth?
On the Tales from the Crib page. It's not my page.
No, we don't have a Tales from the Crib page on Twitter. We have our personals. That was your personal page, bro. I hate to tell you.
I got your username on my other phone.
No, you don't. No, you don't. I know for a fact you don't. You'd be getting all kinds of freaky naughty thinking it's the podcast page and it's your own.
I'm trying to do it for research, man.
That's a wrong research, bro.
Horrible. But nah, I mean, it was a crazy situation. Blueface. Lil Baby already said that
That's who you really wanted. That's who you really wanted on video was Blueface.
But you know what's pause. But I mean, this is just crazy. I mean, this also goes into the people. I didn't know people were calling Lil Baby bisexual. We're saying like he looks like a female stud.
Well, it's because he's hanging out with James Harden in all those back rooms.
Oh, did you hear about that? They was like, oh yeah, James Harden missed
practice.
James Harden missed practice. James Harden missed practice. You know where he at in the bathroom with Lil Baby.
It's that baby's house. He's about to get that baby on baby.
Oh, that's disrespect. See, this is why you're here for the disrespectfulness, man. Comment below. Let me know how you feel about it.
You know what's funny is I'm here for the disrespect every podcast and I diss every famous person. My co-host has one negative comment on Crib Reactions and they are destroying him. It is hilarious. I actually was, when I took a bathroom break, I was checking the comments from Crib Reactions. Check out Crib Reactions. Get us to 7K subs. And they're like, Jesse J, it's decided. You're doing a Blackpink dance. And we're choosing the song. And you got 1 week to respond. People really want to see Jesse J.
You got to do the poll.
Bust it down.
You got to do the poll.
We're about to make it like Stomp the Yard.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that on Couch Announcements. But anything else you got to say about this whole Little Baby giving that Gaga 3,000? Allegedly, his head game better than making the Stallion.
I don't care. I don't want to know. I don't want to know why James. I don't want to know why James Harden is his best friend.
I mean, this is the reason why he's missing all the Sixers practices. He only went to one, and he cut that one off early.
I don't want to know.
But what I do want to know is what's going to be in this Britney Spears tell-all book. So,
apparently she has written her own tell-all book called Britney Unleashed.
It's not called Britney Unleashed. It's called like
Britney on Fire Unleashed.
No, it's called like We All Women.
Look it up. My co-host is going to look it up, the Britney Spears book, but basically she wrote a tell-all book. In one of the chapters back when she was younger, she would admitted that, of course, everyone knew that she was in a relationship with NSYNC member JT.
It's called
the golden child, Justin Timberlake.
It's called The Woman in Me. It's a tell-all book that she's gonna do a biography. She's gonna talk about her life. She's gonna talk about, she gonna expose everybody. You mean everybody on their heels. Justin Timberlake on his heels. Her mom's on the heels. Her dad's on his heels. Christina Aguilera, she on the heels because allegedly, they saying JT. They was beefing, and on top of that, JT was allegedly messing with Christina Aguilera.
No,
allegedly.
he beat the charges.
He beat the cheeks.
I didn't say that.
I mean, hey, so also they saying like, she had to give up a baby for JT, and JT saying this is the wrong time because NSYNC was just about to start up again, and now you got this negative news.
I mean, she wants to stay in the news. She's writing a book, I think, just to get back in the limelight. Now that she's out of her conservatorship, she basically gets to make the rules for herself. And apparently, when she makes the rules, she dances with knives. Hey. So, I mean, I don't know if I really trust her. I still don't think that she's a sane person. So I don't know how much of this is actually accurate. But what I do know is that we got a video. So let's go ahead and cue that up and see what this video is talking about.
This morning, more bombshell accounts from pop superstar Britney Spears ahead of her much-anticipated release of her memoir, The Woman in Me.
There's a lot that people don't know that I want them to know.
Details from the 275-page book leaking, the New York Times publishing excerpts from a copy obtained from a retail store. The memoir looking back at her struggle with fame, her famous relationships, and her recently ended conservatorship. That 13-year period, a big chunk of the new book. The conservatorship putting her dad, Jamie, at the helm of major financial and personal decisions. Spears writing, I went from partying a lot to being a total monk. Security guards handed me prepackaged envelopes of meds and watched me take them. They put parental controls on my iPhone. Everything was scrutinized and controlled. Everything. Spears says she did try unsuccessfully to fight the agreement privately, but after being held down on a gurney, I knew they could restrain my body anytime they wanted to, and so I went along with it. My freedom in exchange for naps with my children. It was a trade I was willing to make. One of her nurses showing her the documentaries on the Free Britney movement, which Spears says encouraged her to fight for her freedom once again. A judge ending the conservatorship in November 2021. Free Britney now! But Spears saying migraines are just one part of the physical and emotional damage I have now that I am out of the conservatorship. I don't think my family understands the real damage that they did. ABC News reached out to Jamie Spears, who had no comment.
Which is they said the New York Times got an early copy. That's how they're getting all this info.
Mm-hmm. And the crazy part is they were saying like she couldn't go to the bathroom without them watching. Like
she could go to the bathroom.
No, she couldn't. No, they said the security guards watched her 24/7. Even when she had to take her pills, they had to watch her take her pills to make sure she took it. Like it was that serious, and she felt like the conservatorship was done illegally and wrong because with the conservatorship, they have to like test you and see if you are really fit to do anything. And she was like, well, if I was able to work and do all this other stuff, I'm fit to do this. And like, I can't date without you saying so. But I mean, I believe that's messed up. Like, the fact that your dad, like your family took over your life, you couldn't do anything. And they said also the reason why she shaved her head was because she had like, they didn't want to touch her hair at all. Like they didn't want her to touch her hair. She couldn't cut it or anything without their say so. So she was like, as soon as she left rehab, she was like, forget it. Like everybody keeps talking about my hair. Everybody keeps talking about me. I'm shaving it off. And that's what she shaved it off. To just like, for people to leave her alone. But I mean, I guess it never worked.
Leave Britney alone.
It never worked. And I mean, they said they treated her like a kid. So now this is why she acts like the way she acts. Because she's like, well, I mean, if you're going to treat me like a kid, there's no point in acting like an adult. So that's what she dances with knives. And people were saying, like, this is going to be the number.
She's free now, though, but she's still dancing with knives.
Everybody's saying, like, this is going to be the #1 costume during Halloween. Like, all the dudes are going to be Ken from Barbie, and all the girls are going to be girls with dancing in tiny little Walmart thongs.
Yeah, next week is going to be our Halloween special.
I'm dressing up. You dressing up?
Yeah, I got to see if I can find a fur coat.
Exactly. And like I said earlier, you know, Justin, I don't always bring him up.
You love the Biebs. You got Bieber fever.
I mean, yeah. So basically, you know what I'm upset about this whole situation is the fact that why does she keep cheating with the help? Why does like she mess with Kevin Federline, who was like the dance, like the choreographer, a backup dancer. She cheated on Justin Timberlake with
a different dancer.
Like she's only messing with people. I guess she's only messing with people that surround her and everything. But why can't it be nobody like big? Pause.
Who big?
I mean, who's?
No, you said big, like Biggie?
Nah. I mean, back in this time, DMX. What if she was with the dog?
She would have got taken to the dog pound.
Nah, but I'm playing. So, but back to what I was saying. So, I mean, they're saying all this about her. I mean, hopefully she does sell him a whole bunch out of it. I think they're also saying that she's still in court with her dad about this whole situation. They're trying to put her back on a conservatorship.
I haven't heard anything about that.
Is it trying to take over her life again?
I mean, she won, so why would she have to go back?
I mean, you know, people always try to get a rematch, but also they're saying, man, I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, they're saying, what about this girl? Golly, I forgot. They're saying that.
Well, I know JT.
Oh yeah, she's not doing like Jada Pinkett Smith did a whole like press run about this.
Yeah,
and like talk about her Will Smith. Like she's not gonna be doing a press run. She feels like this book is basically gonna sell itself. Like because everybody wants to know.
Oh, this book is gonna sell itself. She doesn't need to do no huge press run. Everyone's gonna want to hear about her abortion with JT, her talking trash to Christina Aguilera. And all the stuff that comes with being a child star.
I seen recently, like she auditioned for The Notebook. She was trying to be in The Notebook, but she didn't make that role. I mean, she did a lot of stuff.
She was not good enough for The Notebook.
She was in the Mickey Mouse Club. So I mean, it looks like
so was JT.
They all messed up.
So is Ryan Gosling.
But do you feel like JT, and they also said 100 pages of this book was already removed because a lot of people sent in a cease and desist. Do you think like JT, like Justin Timberlake, should even be mad about it? Like, so what? I was a kid. Like,
I mean, I think because it's basically like she's trying to make sales off of their old trauma. Like, really, you want to bring up stuff from the past and sell it in a book?
That's what I said. Like, you might as well just tell what you like. Jada Pinkett out here doing this. Why are you mad at Blueface for saying that Megan Thee Stallion got them weak that weak got?
In 15 years, you can have the Chico Grande book.
Facts. So that's right to tell all.
The real story of 2 times.
But so I mean, is there anything else? What did your sister have to say about the whole Britney Spears?
That she needs to watch herself before she gets murked, because nobody talks down on JT like that. Basically.
All she did was cheat. I mean, all she did was
she cheated.
She kissed him. She didn't do anything. She just made out.
The only thing that Justin got, what was that hit single?
Cry Me a River.
Cry Me a River.
That was facts. You know, it's funny. So, and they also said like as soon as that happened, they agreed that they're gonna get over it and they're gonna work on it. But then a couple of months later, Justin Timberlake broke up with her through text message. Is that weak for you to have you broke up with somebody?
No, she killed his child.
I mean, she said that
She said no. She said that she terminated the child, and then she's wondering why that she got dumped a month later. She knew what she did.
She knew what she did. I guess so. But comment below. Let me know.
That could have been the best dancing child that ever lived.
True. Comment below. It could have been the next Justin Bieber.
No one wants to be the next Bieber.
Comment below. Let me know how you feel about this situation. Do you feel like this is just a money grab for Britney Spears? And comment below how many pages of this is just gonna be all emojis, because you know Britney Spears is a little.
Retard alert!
Exactly.
Retard alert, class!
Because people were saying also before we move on, they were saying that
she has a lot of
emotional damage.
She has a lot of emotional damage. She's not all there. So a lot of her pictures, a lot of the pages in this book is gonna be all pictures and emojis and pop-up art.
She's not making a picture book with pop-up art.
You
need to calm down, cuz
would you be?
She's gonna hire professionals to help her with her book.
So would you be surprised if they said Britney Spears' book is a pop-up book?
I wouldn't be surprised. I honestly wouldn't. But I was like, if that's what she just did is this shit by herself. Of course she's gonna do a pop-up book. She wants to pull the tabs.
She funded it all by herself.
Her and Kevin Federline.
Pause. But I mean, and that's also crazy. Yeah, she had to like give up things just to see a kid. Like, oh, you know, I do.
Well, that's what she said. That's the only reason that she agreed to the conservatorship, because she didn't want to lose her access to her kids.
That's messed
If she
up.
was under the conservatorship, she could get, allow them to be over. It would be like supervised. There'd always be someone there, but she could see them. Where she didn't sign a conservatorship, I think because of her mental status that she was showing, Kevin Federline could have been like, she's unfit, and just kept the kids away.
That's great. That's messed up. See, I mean, being rich is real scary. Being rich and being famous is scary. Because the way your parents take over your life and everybody was using you and trying to talk down on you and say, oh yeah, if you don't go to therapy, we're gonna make you look bad in the public. Like, that's just
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Ain't nobody got time for that. But I mean, it's free Britney. Even though she's free, it's still free Britney. So this whole thing's over with. Let me know how you feel about this whole Britney Spears situation. Let me know how you feel about everything. I mean, hey, moving on to the next topic here, we got to talk about the Breakfast Club. The Breakfast Club own DJ Envy, the Yellow Porcupine, is getting canceled. Joe Budden called it. Horrible. Joe Budden called it. He said, man, this sounds like a Ponzi scheme. Y'all finna get arrested. And DJ Envy didn't believe it. So it looks like Cesar Pena is arrested by the feds, multiple charges. He bonded
$1 million New York or New Jersey real estate scheme.
And I knew it was funny because they said DJ Envy met him through Knit the Grit. Knit the Grit met Fetty Wap. Fetty Wap in jail already for doing some illegal stuff
for real estate schemes.
Exactly,
basically
for scamming and drugs and everything. And now this is going on. I mean, this is crazy. DJ Envy Envy saying he's innocent. He got nothing to do with
He
this.
didn't know nothing.
I mean, and you know, Charlamagne the God is backing him up, but I don't even know how I feel about that because he backed up Tech Stone, and Tech Stone in jail for shooting at Tory Ave. So I mean, hey, it ain't looking good.
They said it was funny that they raided the because they're still on what Power,
Yeah.
Or iHeartRadio. That they raided the iHeartRadio offices, and that DJ Envy wasn't allowed to come back, so he had to start doing the morning shows
He
from
came
his
to
house.
this episode today on Monday. He was there.
He was there.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, they kept him out for a few days.
For a day, yeah. He's out for like a day or two. He had to do it from home. I guess to see what's going on.
They wanted to raid his files.
They raided his files, but we got video right here of the whole situation. We're gonna come back and tell you some more facts. Stay tuned.
What up, y'all? It's DJ Envy here with Caesar. Now, this is the 3-family home that you guys see that we purchased a while ago. And we
post a $1 million bond and is being released on electronic monitoring. He cannot leave the state of New Jersey. No comment from DJ Envy. An inside source tells us that the iHeartRadio offices were visited by the feds who took out.
I wasn't privy to it, nor did I even know. But I do understand how people feel if they did give him money, because I gave him a lot of money.
Jesus. Like $500K?
That I didn't see a dollar of return. But for anybody to say I was involved, that's totally not true. I would never. I've been on this radio close.
Caesar was acquiring commercial loans on properties and raising money from investors for the same property. Not disclosing that fact to investors is fraud, and taking a loan for renovations and never even renovating the property is mortgage fraud. Receiving money via wire from investors is also a crime. Can you guess which one?
If money was wired into an account that was supposed to be used for an investment, but it wasn't, and the person who sent the money relied on that representation, now you have wire fraud. You know, a lot of people don't know, when you have a wire fraud case, every single wire is a charge. Every single exchange of funds is a charge. That's a separate charge. And every charge carries years in prison.
From what I've seen, I'm convinced that Caesar committed over 100 crimes in this scheme. Here's one I didn't even think of before.
It can be as simple as an IRS issue where he took money that was supposed to be invested for a project in Patterson, but then took that money and used it to buy a car or use it to buy a personal item. And he didn't declare that income on his tax return. If he did that one time, okay, you could make the excuse that I didn't know. I wasn't.
So wait, the fact that this has happened in New Jersey, and aren't you from Jersey?
I plead the fifth.
How you feel about it? Is this what y'all doing? Yes. Are you a scammer, Gavin?
No, I never done.
You from Jersey? You from Patterson? You from Jersey? You're not
I ain't
from
from
Patterson.
Patterson.
What part of New Jersey you from?
I ain't got to tell you.
Really?
I ain't dropping my own low.
Man, whatever. We're gonna find it on Wikipedia when we make it famous. But like they said before, I mean, DJ Envy saying he's innocent. He knew nothing about this.
I feel like this is the ultimate scapegoat for Envy.
It
that
is.
he could free his friend all this business through promoting him through the radio, and his friend could rip all these people off, and DJ Envy could stash the money, and then if his friend ever gets thrown under the bus like he is now, he could say, I didn't know, and just blame it all on that dude, and he could probably even have some money for him saved up for when he does get out. He has money waiting on him.
True, and I've been and we've been researching this, and we saw. I mean, my co-host watched like a whole 30-minute video, and like the way that he was finessing everybody, like he'd tell you, like he'd talk to you, he'd lure you in, and the fact that DJ Envy's a celebrity and knows a whole bunch of celebrities, they feel people are like, how do you feel about people?
I couldn't
People
feel
are stupid.
this. People are really dumb. This honestly was like one of the dumbest things I've seen, where people would get into one property and they're like, I haven't seen any return. It's been 6 months. It's been a year. And he's like, okay, this one's stalling out, but you know what we could do to fix this? Buy another property. And then they give him more money. And then they're in like 5 homes deep and they still haven't seen a return. It's like, what are you doing? This almost reminds me of the Cosby case. When girls used to go over there and then they'd be like, oh my God, I was drugged. And they're like, that's crazy. How many times did he go? I only realized on my 10th time there that I wasn't drinking too much, that he was drugging me. And it's like, that's way too many times. Like at that point, we can no longer fault Mr. Cosby. It's like almost like I feel that way with these guys. Like, how do you keep on getting these people to just give more and more money without seeing any returns? Like, how dumb do you have to be? Hopefully, he wasn't taking advantage of senile old people.
He took advantage of families. Like it was one. I seen like one or two ladies that like that had a family, but they was giving like 300K like each time, and I'm like, and he kept going there because like she knows she's gonna pay the money because females will be doing their research.
But yeah, I wouldn't be like, after the first 100K or 200K or 300K that no, I didn't get nothing back. I'll be like, nah, dog, I'm not doing another deal.
True.
Where I give you no money and still wait on nothing.
And then like the funny part was about it. Like, let's say like he talked to some person, he get on the bid on the property. He like 6 months have passed. They don't pay on it. He be like, oh yeah, the second, like, I don't got your money. You can get the second property. But then like he said, you can get the second property. Then he'd get another person, make them pay like 300K, and give the first person 50K out of that 300K the second person gave him. Be like, all right, first person, I know you mad, but here's 50K to calm you down. And because he just basically finessed the second person out of an extra 300K, and he's like,
he was always robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Yeah, and the crazy part was like he was selling houses. Like he bought a house and he sold it to like the
5 different people.
The 5 different people. Like, how do you do that?
How do you keep on collecting money for the same house?
And like oh yeah, you pay for this, and like, but nothing to ever get done. Like, I thought if you was finessing people, you'd at least get something done.
You know what I don't understand? I know DJ Envy's catching a lot of heat, but there's actually like a lot of celebrities that are like rappers or in the hip hop community, like DJ Envy, and they'll be like, oh, on their Instagram stories, hit up my friend Mr. Gotham, and if you got all these different banks, you give him 200 and he's gonna get you 500. So
they be flipping, yeah.
And they be flipping money through bank scams, and it's like, how do they get? Because I've seen it, on people like that are rappers, like
Detroit rappers.
Well, any of the rappers, it's just they'll randomly post that, and it's like, this is 100% a scam.
Yeah, you see a Herbo get in trouble,
and it's just like, you're a celebrity, you shouldn't be promoting someone that's scamming people. Because they're like, give me $100 and I'll give you $500 within an hour.
The question is, do you think that DJ Envy really had 100% of stupidity in this? Like, he didn't know.
I feel like he probably had 90% knowing in this, not stupidity.
So he knew that people was getting finessed?
Yeah, you knew.
And in fact, I mean, yeah, true.
I think they set it up so he couldn't get in trouble.
I mean, that is a good thing. Like you said, oh yeah, I'm gonna give you $5,000, 500K, and like you finesse everybody. But that way, when the cops come, I can be like, oh yeah, I owe you 500K. He even helped me out. Like, he finesses all.
Yeah, I got finessed too. And then low key, you're holding all the secret money.
True. And they're saying like the wife of DJ Envy's deleting all her pictures of like everything fancy she ever got, like all the bags and all this stuff. She's removing it off Instagram. So
that's evidence.
And they're saying like, Caesar, he got released on $1 million. They say $1 million bond, but it's really paid $100K because you paid 10% off a bond.
It's really crazy how people finesse people. Because I even knew somebody that like hurt their back in a car wreck, supposedly, and they sued somebody.
Like Ben Simmons.
They sued somebody and they won a big amount of money, and then they were all on their Facebook in a jet ski and stuff, and their lawyer had said, hey, you gotta take off all these pictures of you being active. We sued these people for you having a bad back, and you're doing like every sport imaginable. It's not gonna add up.
True. I mean, yeah, you get that's how this is the game people play. I mean,
people always want to play games.
We're gonna see how this goes. We're gonna keep you updated about the whole situation. Right now, I think they're still saying it's a civil case. DJ Envy hasn't been charged yet. Caesar Pena has been released on a bond. Right now, he's really basically on the run. We're gonna let you know how this goes and let you know how the Breakfast Club goes, because they are saying that help is want. You see how they say help wanted for the Breakfast Club?
No, I didn't see that.
Yeah, they're dropping. They're saying, oh yeah, the people are making it seem like they're saying, oh yeah, Breakfast Club is hiring. They pay $250K to $400K a year.
I'll take that.
So for that, but I mean, I'm saying like,
hey, let us get on the air with Charlamagne, man. We think so? Way better than DJ Envy.
I mean, do you think Charlamagne, the guy, can hold? Angela Yee left. If DJ Envy has to get fired because of this, are you surprised his job is still behind him? You should surprised he got a job. Like the fact that he had the feds raided, he got arrested. He didn't get arrested.
No, I mean, as long as you don't get like accused for any like hatred or domestic violence, you're good.
The job gonna back you up regardless.
Yeah, because they're not gonna probably let him go until he's proven it something.
True that. You talk about not
because he's been on there for so many years. He's been on there for over a decade.
Not in Charlotte. Ask Miles Bridges. He's still on that team. He got DV.
I plead the fifth.
But let me know how you feel about this situation here, man. It's time to go to couch announcements, man. It's halftime. DJ Gummy Bear, play the beat.
That's your name, DJ Gummy Bear. You better calm down.
Chewy
What do you
and
want?
fluffy.
You want the Wii music or the dancing in circles?
Fast.
What's that one?
Whatever the fast one is. That one. Ooh. I had to take a little break. It's been a long episode. I mean, hey, we halfway through, man. We already an hour. We halfway through the episode. I mean, we got a lot more stuff. Hey, man, this sports topic coming up. It's sports time. Our cold show about to start. We finna give y'all a little preview, so check it out. Let me know how you feel about it. We got a couple, like 2 or 3 more two topics left in the sports time. But hey, we got goals coming up. We finna get a mic coming up real soon. We dropping more episodes. TFTC game finna blow up. McColl's challenged me to get 200 subscribers in 200 subscribers in 30 days?
Watch this.
You said 230 days? That's how many subscribers you want me to get for the main page in 30 days?
400.
Be realistic. How many?
300.
For real.
Because we keep it 300.
Oh, this guy is getting Riri. But hey, man, what you got? Anything to talk about for this episode?
Check out everything we do. We got this podcast, Tales from the Crib podcast. If you're a bum where you can't watch the whole podcast at once, we got TFTC clips. They're great clips, but they're only in 720p. You got to come to Tales from the Crib podcast to get the full 1080p experience. And shout out Jesse J. He's putting the timestamps down below, so you can even click topic to topic.
So they're only
down
in
in the description.
So on clips they're 1080p, but if you want to see the real 1080p,
No, clips is 720p.
But I recorded
Tales
on
from the Crib is 1080p.
But how is it? Okay, so the question is, if it's on,
because it always goes down one from what you
record. If it's 720p, but I recorded on 4K, isn't it 4K recording?
No, it's 1080.
But it's 1080, but it's really 4K.
I don't know, co-host. You're trying to make me open
too
my
much
third
math.
eye. Yeah. It's
But
either
moving on-
1260 or 1440.
Moving on to the next topic here, man. The pride of the show, the pride and joy, the challenge that I'm giving my codes for this crib reaction page is I need, right now we average 250 subscribers a month in 30 days for this one? Or 300? I need 400. I need you to give me an extra 100 in 30 days. I need 400 subscribers in 28 days.
I think when we really looked it up, we're pretty much averaging like 400 subscribers.
Nah,
a month
you
on
at like
this channel.
330. We need more.
Yeah, we need to hit 7K subs
A
sooner
month?
than rather later.
You need-
Not 7K a month.
saying
I'm not
we're doing a
freaking
30K
Mr. Beast.
goal.
What?
The 30K go. Ooh, 30K go in 30 days. How many subscribers you think you finna get on
Like
the crib reaction?
600.
You gonna get 6? So
I'm gonna try to get 600.
630 days.
I'm trying to give the people the content they want.
My Cole said, I don't know how you finna do it. We finna fact check them. We're gonna call it out.
As you can see, we've been dropping a bunch of videos. I took a screenshot. We just dropped Bandmade. So if you are into rock, you into punk, check out our Bandmade reactions. We got Lil Mabu dissing Blueface himself with Chrisean Rock, Mr. Take Your B. We got New Dance Live in Sydney, Australia for South by Southwest. We've been checking out their live performances. Shout out to the Alphas for giving us views. Look at those views. Almost 8K views in one day. Tales to the Crib could never. Y'all ain't that cool.
What?
Crib Reactions is the dopest channel that ever lived.
Whoa.
And because we don't have a channel, we have multiple videos with 20, 30, 40, 50K views on
More
Crib
than 50
Reactions. This channel on Tales from the Crib, I think our best video we ever has got like 3.5K views. Our best podcast. So y'all are slacking, you're lacking, you need to make it happen. You need to send it to all your friends and family members to watch Tales from the Crib podcast on the regular page, Tales from the Crib, to get it in full 1080p.
You ready to start the show?
The second half of the show?
Second half of the show. Time to get nasty.
Why is the second half of the show nasty?
Man, because we got it here, man. My dog, Adam 22, owner of No Jumper, said his girl giving him the hall pass. She finna let him ground and pound, send Celina Powell to Pound Town. I can't
we
wait.
saw actually part of the interview where he was talking to Celina Powell, and it said that he's going to get his revenge, that he's going to take Celina Powell to Pound Town while his wife is there for a second, Lena the plug, but then she's going to dip and let him go full Pound Town on Celina Powell, who is DJ Academic's old boo.
That's the funny part about it. So, do you think is this successful revenge? Like, if you let your is this like equal? You let your girl get smashed down by a 10-inch Python black guy, and you get Celina Powell?
No, I want something more than Celina Powell. What the heck is that? Celina Powell is like a consolation prize. Like, she's something you get if you don't win. I want some real deal Holyfield.
But how did you feel about, when we watched your interview, how did you feel about her being all shy? Like, she was shy. And she was, Celina Powell, how she was all shy during the...
I mean, that's how she act. I seen her on the academics content a bunch. She be getting freaky with act on the camera.
She said she ain't like that for real. She said in the bedroom she real boring.
She said she wants to see the hamster roll.
So do you believe that the badder the girl is, the weaker her head game is?
The what?
The badder.
The badder the girl, the weaker her slob on her knob game is?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's semi-true because girls that you usually like are 9s to 10s, they feel like they're too pretty to really get dirty like that. You get a 7 or 8, and they're gonna be giving you the super soaker royal treatment. They're gonna give you the full aquatic experience.
That's funny. Yeah, that's true. And then that's just messed up. And then the fact about this, like at this point, I feel like they just trolling. Like, how you got your girl sitting on the couch? You got 5 guys. You got Crip Mac.
Was he gonna let her do that?
Well, Crip Mac, yeah.
Go to Pound Town with 5 guys, including Crip Mac?
Mm-hmm. Would you do that? Would you let?
No, at that point, I'm not married anymore, man. I'm just a pimp. I'm basically just a pimp.
But it's love.
That ain't love, man.
I mean, she let him. So you saying like it's love when she lets him do his thing, but when she does.
If I have a wife and she wants to have a threesome, we could bring a chicken. Anything beyond that, we getting divorced.
You ain't no fun.
I ain't trying to. What, you trying to bring dudes all around?
In the Eiffel Tower. Too much?
You trying to hang out with Blueface? You trying to hang out with Blueface and Baby?
Nah, but back to the topic at hand. So, but I mean, like, I don't know how much, like, you know, allegedly they got over $1 million for the whole Elena the Plug and that the black dude porno. But this one, I don't know if it's really gonna do good. I mean, he's already talking about how like Celina aggressively ate his butt, which is crazy. And I mean, and then
you get your groceries ate, co-host?
Nah, but you know what's funny?
You do. You actually do get your groceries ate?
I didn't ask for it. She just did it. Isn't it my fault?
That's what happens when you hang out with those Maria the Scientist type of ladies.
Hey, I mean, when you go to when you hang with them black girls that go to the private school, hey,
they ain't that private, are they?
They not. But I mean, hey, you know, give it up to, you know what's funny? The No Jumper interview, the No Jumper Adam 22 and the Plug Talk Adam 22.
It's like 2 different people.
2 different people.
It's terrible.
2 different. It's not a video. It's not a video.
I know it's not a video. I'm done with this topic.
But, are you done talking about threesomes?
Oh my Lord. If you want to keep talking about Adam 22, then we can keep on talking about.
Nah, comment below. Let me know how you feel about this. Does DJ AK Academics have a right to be like the Adam 22 and the Adam 22 and the Academics friendship is crazy because how you my friend and you constantly trying to smash my girl on camera?
They be just, like low key, like sneak dissing each other all the time.
I think it's part of the whole.
It's part of the whole thing.
Part of the whole thing.
But speaking part of the whole thing, let's move on. We got Aidan Ross was kicked out of TwitchCon for being a banned streamer on Twitch. Was it also because he was wearing his kick gear to the TwitchCon? We'll have to wait and see. We do got a video clip, and my co-host and I are going to break it down. Let's go ahead and get that playing.
So we're not blocking. Whoa, what do we do? What do we do? Back your ass up, bro. I was here for 5 seconds. 5 seconds. But I paid.
Hold on, Snake.
I paid.
They're trying to kick us out.
What do I have to leave for?
For the kick shirts and death.
I paid. But I'm just here to.
Buddy, man, because y'all take 50-50. Nigga should have a goddamn mansion. TwitchCon should be a fucking mansion, nigga. All that money y'all take? Shit.
All that money y'all take?
Fuck right, bro.
What did I do?
Yup.
Bro, Cuffo, we were here for 3 seconds, bro.
Hey, man.
Yes.
You're not getting kicked out.
What did I do? Bro, what? I'm walking around. I'm about to
Violating Twitch's code of conduct.
What is it, though? I'm just curious. What's the code of conduct?
You will have to figure that out.
But you can't
No. Figure it out.
I'm just curious what I did, though. I just want to know what I did. You said there's a bunch of TOS.
Well, You violated Twitch code of conduct. So
Which is what, though? Yeah, I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I love it, man. I'm sorry about that. Did you see me get kicked out of TwitchCon? They banned everyone I was with, and they banned random innocent people, too, for no reason.
Really?
Yeah.
But how long did you last in there before they kicked you out?
15 minutes.
So if you watch the video, I had to click on a couple of people's YouTube pages. I seen somebody named Legend. I watched his video. So the whole time Aidan goes to TwitchCon, he starts off saying like, "Where's the CEO? Where's the CEO? I want to talk to the CEO. That's all I want to do." He doesn't like stop and like talk to everybody. Like he's like fast paced walking through the whole convention center, just looking for the CEO of Twitch. He couldn't find him, so he's trying to look for somebody else. Couldn't find that person. So by the time I would say he got halfway through the whole TwitchCon, that's when security came, walked him out, saying that you got to kick me out, you got to get out of here. But the crazy part is like none of them can tell him the reason why. Like they was like, "Oh, the big boss told us you had to go, so you got to go." And he's like, "That's not good enough reason." And I mean, which is messed up.
I mean, yeah, but it's a private event. And
but
if whoever owns the company doesn't want you there, then they can kick you out.
They can, but the fact that like they're trying to make
play the video?
Yeah, they're trying to make it like, "Oh yeah, you're wearing the kick outfits. Is the reason why we're kicking you out." But you saw the video; it was other people at the event already wearing the same outfits as him, and they was fine. But I think it's something about Aidan, like the fact that he's getting so many views, and like the fact that the CEO knows you at Twitch to basically call the security guard to basically kick you out of there means like it's something more than this.
I think the Twitch CEO has it out for Aidan because Aidan was Twitch's biggest streamer, and then he got banned. And instead of taking his ban sentence, he actually went to Kick and got a huge multi-million-dollar deal to leave Twitch and go to Kick.
Do you think that's fair? Like, is that any of their business? Like, it's not your business. Like, you banned me,
well,
so I can do whatever I want to do.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, how are you going to get mad at me? I was one of your biggest earners, and you banned me. So what do you expect me to do? Just to sit out for a period of time and not make any money while you have me in timeout? No, if there's another platform that wants to pay me a large sum of money, that's where I'm going to go. So I feel like Twitch really shot themselves in the foot, and they've done that with some of their biggest streamers, and they can't be mad now that they gone other places.
But you know what's great? Also, what I can't be mad at.
We have a Kick. Yeah. We haven't posted any content on there, but Tales from the Crib on Kick.
But what I can't be mad about is like the fact that everybody that Aidan like shook hands with or talked to, they all got the Twitch page banned, which is like that's messed up. Like
I feel that's excessive, man.
It's just too much. Like the hate is just too real. Like I didn't even think Kick was a platform like that that Twitch even had to worry about, because like Nicole said, like, we have a Kick, but I could probably name like 2 or 3 times that I legitimately went on Kick to watch Kick. I mean, usually I'm still on YouTube.
We just got it so no one would get our username.
True.
That's kind of how we started our TikTok too. We got Tales from the Crib on TikTok, and we didn't post any videos for a while. That was just so we could get Tales from the Crib on TikTok. But yeah, we're on TikTok now, and we are on Twitch. We mainly stream our gaming videos. We might do some chill videos in the Crib Lounge. But shout out the Crib crew on on Crib Reactions. You need to jump over there if you want the real viral moments.
True, and we're gonna let you know, more about the whole TwitchCon situation and how it's gonna go. And do you think we ever gonna go to a TwitchCon?
I mean, we're not really Twitchers.
I mean, we got a Twitch, and I mean,
we have a Twitch, but it was mainly just to get our gaming videos on YouTube. We just import our videos from Twitch to YouTube.
True.
And they do way more views on YouTube than they do on Twitch.
It's not like you have to be invited to TwitchCon to go to TwitchCon. Like
would you just want us to go?
You just paid.
I don't think I'd really want to go. I mean, I don't really care about Twitch that much, to be honest. If they have like a YouTube,
I want to see that girl that be making everybody pay for her script, pay for her time. Remember the girl we watched with the dudes?
All the girls. But I wouldn't be mind going to a YouTube. I mean, we are YouTube partners, so I mean, I guess we could go to a YouTube con. I wonder if it'd be like if we would get our own booth, like, oh look, it's Tales from the Crib / Crib Reactions, and I wonder if
all the K-pop people gonna come to us.
all the music people, really. If you don't know, on Crib Reactions, we check out music from all over the world. We might check out Chicago drill. We might check out R&B. We might check out some K-pop, some X-pop, some J-rock. We check out music from all over the world. So if you are a music fan, check out Crib Reactions and get us to 7K subs.
All right, and comment below. Let me know how you feel about the situation. But moving on to the next topic here, man. Looks like here, man, Michael Irvin's son is going viral for his music. And I mean, it's not positive, but I mean, it's views. So it count.
Michael Irvin went live on TV and says his son, TuT Tarintino, is lying in his raps. You grew up in a gated community. You ain't like that. Let's go ahead and roll the clip, and then we're going to react to what his daddy had to say about him.
A son, he raps. His rap name is TuT Tarintino. If you ever listen to some of his raps, I'm like, oh my God, where does this come from, son? You grew up in a gated community your whole life, but he's rapping my life because we romanticize and fantasize about that old thug life, ghetto life, and all of that stuff.
I spent, burning, checking on make a dent. 19 ran through a quarter and selling hoes, serving.
Oh, good. I thought I was going to have to pause it. But yeah, I mean, Michael Irvin basically called out his son and said that how is, he sees people like John Morant and all that fantasizing this gangster life. And he goes, even I have a son who's, been a millionaire his whole life because I'm a multi-millionaire, and my son's still acting like he's in the trenches and living that trap rap. So, he kind of, shunned his son, but actually kind of gave him some light because we had never checked his son out. We checked his son out on YouTube, TuT Tarintino, and
it's pretty decent.
He's actually half decent. I'm not gonna lie. He can actually rap. So you need to watch yourself, Michael Irvin. Don't be the hating old man yelling at the cloud. You need to let your son live his dream. And if he wants
to be poor,
no, he doesn't have to pretend to be poor. I mean, you can rap and just rap aggressively. It doesn't mean you have to be poor to rap aggressively. You could still be from the suburbs talking about I got this and that, and I'm gonna murk this person and that person, and don't mess with me, and la da 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 da.
What you over here talking about? You can't wait to get get over $1 million, but you got
He already got $1 million.
Got $1 million life insurance, more than that. But I mean, with this whole situation, Michael Irvin going on Undisputed talking about it, and going on the Dan Patrick show talking about his son, he gotta be. I mean, I know he definitely getting more views if you look him up.
I don't know why he would call out his son, because his son had a bunch of videos like 3 to 5 years ago, and they're actually doing some pretty good numbers, like 50 to 100K plus. But I didn't see any new music from his son. So why is he calling him out still now if it doesn't seem like he's pursuing that career anymore?
So basically on the Dan Patrick show, Dan Patrick was like, oh yeah, what kind of music you listen to? And he named like everything but rap. And he was like, oh yeah, I'm surprised you don't listen to rap music. He's like, oh, speaking of rap, my son raps. And he raps the craziest stuff. Like, son, you live in a nice home. But allegedly, like Tarintino, he's in jail because Von Lathan tweeted him, and like he said, oh yeah, when he gets out of jail, we're gonna be talking to him, but I don't know what's going on.
Because he had a couple little songs blowing up, and I'm like, why didn't he continue? He had a couple songs that was on the fridge of blowing up, then he stopped, but I guess he went to jail.
Yeah, so I mean,
so of course you go to jail, you're not gonna release any more songs. So
true.
Who knows, if he gets out and his dad putting his name out in the air, he might be able to get some shine and get right back on.
True. I mean, but then again, the fact that
who knows, he might have not been a football player.
Yeah, he definitely was a football player.
If that might be disappointing if your dad was a Hall of Fame football player and you ain't good enough to even make varsity or whatever, and you're like, oh man, I let my dad down. But then you want to rap, and you're like, I'm good at rapping, people like my raps, and then your dad want to be like, he ain't no football player. I don't know why he's a fake rapper. We live in a nice neighborhood. And like, man, let your son live his dreams.
But yeah, at the same time, he just killed his son's dreams by saying you a phony. And now the next time he drop a whole track,
people give T.I.'s son a chance, and
T.I.'s son a real gangster.
King is a real King lived in a gated community and went to private school his whole life. And he looks like he got enough teeth for 3 people.
I forgot this dude. His name's like Carlton or something like that. This person's real name.
Who?
I forgot. Michael Irvin's son.
Oh, his real birth certificate
name is Eliza or something like that.
We don't need to know. You don't need to call him out that bad.
Don't call him out the bad. All right, I'll let him make it. So, I mean, you guys can check out his music as
we actually added one of his songs to TFTC Music Mix #4.
Yeah.
Because we were checking it out and we were looking at all the comments making fun of him, but one of those songs was actually pretty fire. It's so fire, we added it to our playlist. So check out Music Mix #4 if you want to see one of TuT Tarintino's, aka Baby Irvin.
Exactly. Moving
trap
on.
songs.
You have anything else to say about this topic? Nah, but comment below. Let me know how you feel about this. Is it messed up? Gosh. You moved on that quick. Horrible. Now it's time.
Too long.
It's time for the. You just read this out your own show.
It's time for the NBA part of the show. NBA season is around the corner. I think that the NBA season opener is actually coming out. This video is today. I guess this video is coming out on Tuesday. I think we got the NBA season opener on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. If not, it's Wednesday. But we got talk around the league. Is Victor Wembanyama really that man? And we got a quote here from Paul George that says he's better than a lot of mother effers in the league. Paul George on Victor being on the ESPN Top 100, because some people were throwing shade on the ESPN Hot 100 for the NBA players, the best 100 NBA players.
Today,
they were
first NBA game is today is Lakers Nuggets, and then they played Suns and Warriors. Play today at 6:30 and 9.
Oh yeah, definitely gonna have to check that out. We're gonna have to bring the Fire Stick to the gym.
And then the Mavericks are the first team to go against the Spurs. The Spurs play on Wednesday. They play the Mavs.
Yeah, and I saw that the Mavs were training where some of their assistant coaches had the giant arm extenders so they could get used to going against a 7'4" guy with like a 7'8" wingspan.
And I heard you can't even shoot on him. You might as well just cross him up and take him to the hole.
Well, this is like the picture that they show here. They got Andrew Wiggins got free on a curl screen basically and was shooting at 3, and Victor didn't even look like he was that close. And look how high that shot is for him to block it. I mean, that's like at least 13 feet in the air, and he's blocking your jump shot. You thinking that you got a free wide open shot, and he's still blocking your shot. That is that freaking nature OG Giannis type of stuff.
But you know what's funny? The thing is, I learned about the Spurs, and they always said about Greg Popovich. He teaches you not to jump. Like none of his players, they don't jump at the ball because they don't want to get a 4-point play. So I don't think this is gonna last forever. Like you can't do this. You can't be the number one player on offense and defense. Like one of these has to stop. Like either you finna not get as many blocks or score as many points, because eventually you're gonna get tired.
Well, I think he'll do okay, but I think he's got to worry about getting in foul trouble trying to go for all these blocks.
Yeah.
Because I think you're right. Popovich usually try to teach his players to stay down, because if you're jumping, so many guys now will pump fake.
James Harden.
And then when you jump, they lean into you and get a free throw and get a free foul. So
yeah,
Victor's got to do that when he thinks that only someone's fully committed to a shot, and then he could maybe try to get it, but he needs to watch so that way he doesn't get in foul trouble falling for a million pump fakes. But
are you believing the hype of this whole Wembanyama? Like, do you think this? Like, where's the Spurs gonna when the season's over?
I mean, I still don't think the Spurs are gonna make the playoffs. Some people are overreacting because you know that Wemby's on the team, but really besides Wemby, they really don't have that big of a talent. Their talent level.
They don't. I see you starting lineup is trash.
Is very low on the Spurs. I mean, they got Dougie McBuckets as one of their main players, and he ain't been good for a few years. And so I will say that when I watched him in the summer league, he did look kind of like hot garbage. He looked like a little bit of deer in the headlights. But with the NBA preseason, where he's going against actually real NBA pros instead of prospects, he looked a lot more confident and looking like the real deal, the guy that they were saying is the best rookie prospect since LeBron. So I don't know what lit a fire under him to completely change the way he was playing and go from a deer in the headlights to making blocks, rim runs, dunks, hitting tray balls, basically Mr. Do-It-All.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, yeah, you can't. Like, imagine you playing the Warriors. You got to go through cuts and you jumping at the ball. Like, one of these just have to give. Like, you can't do this. Like, and you stretching your arm out every play, and then you can't, and you shooting the ball.
Well, I saw when they were playing the Warriors a couple times where I think he blocked Clay's shot on a closeout and then got a dunk, and then he might have blocked Steph's or somebody's shot, and then they threw it to him, and he was at the 3-point line, and he just drilled a 3. So I think Wemby will be good enough to win Rookie of the Year.
Oh, blocks alone.
I think he'll be good enough to be an all-star, maybe a fringe all-star or an injury replacement all-star, but I do not think he will be good enough to get to the Spurs to the playoffs. I think at best they will be a play-in team. They may shock the world and win a game, but I don't think they're going to win enough in the play-in tournament to be the 7th or 8th seed. I don't think they're going to make the playoffs.
I want to see what happens when he plays defense. Is he going to be guarding the 3 or is he going to be guarding the 5?
He's going to be guarding the 4s or 5s. I think they're going to probably try to have him guard mostly 4s because he's a little light in the loafers and he doesn't really have his man weight yet. So he's probably going to have to guard 4s.
I want to see him going. I mean, so if you're going against the Mavs first, do you okay? So they playing the Mavs first. Do you think they're gonna win that game? Because I don't think Luka's gonna be playing.
I mean, I think even without Luka, the Mavs got enough to win. They got more talent with Kyrie and Luka, and
with Kyrie and Luka. I mean, Kyrie and Tim Hardaway Jr. Because Luka's not gonna be playing this game.
No, I think he'll play. I think he's going to play. But I'm saying, yeah, I mean, they still got Tim Hardaway Jr. They got Seth Curry. They just signed Josh Green to a 3-year extension. And they got Grant Williams, who was a key part of the Celtics' turnaround run in the second half of the season. They were struggling the whole season. And then he started playing more after the All-Star break, and they completely turned around their season. And then they didn't want to pay him, so lucky Dallas, Grant Williams went over to Dallas. So he's definitely a 3-and-D guy that's a good glue player. Okay. So I think Dallas has enough to beat them in game 1. I think they're inexperienced. Even if Wemby does have a monster game, he might even be the MVP of the game. I don't think the other Spurs have enough to balance out the rest of what Dallas has got. I'm still taking Dallas in game 1. But I think it'll definitely be an entertaining. I don't have the Spurs making the playoffs. I think they'll barely make the play-in and maybe have a fun moment, but I still don't have them making the playoffs.
I feel you. I feel the same way.
Anything else on Wemby? You want to go into other NBA news?
I'm going to go other NBA news.
We got Giannis and Antetokounmpo of the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, they just traded for Damian Lillard. Giannis, instead of waiting another year where he can sign a 4-year extension, he wanted to go ahead and sign it now. So he signed $186 million 3-year extension. I believe if he waited after this year, he could have signed a 4-year, like $224 million extension or something like that. But he says, you know, money isn't everything, and that sometimes guaranteeing money now is better than trying just to get a bigger contract later. Because say you get hurt in that year that you're waiting, you may not get a multi-year deal. So Giannis wanted
$62 million a year.
Yeah, so he's going to be getting the big bucks. And I think with him, them getting Dame, he's seen that the front office is serious about keeping him with talent. So he went ahead and renewed. And then we got LeBron, the elder statesman of the NBA, saying that there will be a time when everybody will get it. And he's talking about all the comments that the Denver Nuggets said in the offseason, how even when they won the championship and even when they were doing their championship parade, they still couldn't keep the Lakers out of their mouth. A lot of people were saying that the Lakers live rent-free, but then a lot of the Denver fans were saying that what do they have to live rent-free about? They got swept. So we're definitely going to see. I think they're playing opening night, right?
They are.
So it'll be nice
like
to see.
$5 million a month. That's crazy. But I mean, hey, it's like the fact that he took a pay cut just to stay on his team. I don't know if to feel like he's gonna be like he doesn't plan on to be on the team after 3 years, or like he wants to see what else the team has to do. But
well, yeah, it's also it's a shorter commitment, but it's also getting a commitment for the money now. You probably got Dame locked up for the next 2 or 3 years, so you know that's going to be a good team. And if you take a little bit less money, I mean, you still got Dame and Middleton, which are great players, but maybe you could get, you know, as Brook Lopez fades away, you could get another a good guy to replace him.
I think they're gonna be trading Chris Middleton because he's injured too. Like
he is injured a lot. I'm actually really surprised that they got rid of Drew Holiday, but they did have the plans in motion to get Dame Lillard to replace him. But a lot of people say it's kind of weird. You know, you're losing your best defensive player, but then you're getting a player that's way better offensively. That's a closer, and that's really what Milwaukee needed, was a closer. But Drew was such a great defender that he would a lot of times nullify the other team's point guard or shooting guard if they had a really good point on one or two.
I just want to see how the Miami Heat play him because I know the Miami Heat always had a number. Like every time you see like them in the playoffs,
the Bucks, yeah,
the Bucks you would think like no matter what, even if the Bucks are ranked number 1, Miami always had their number. They used to build that wall up.
Jimmy Butler builds that wall and they get nothing.
Exactly. So I mean, like I feel like they can still build the wall and then like make sure like, hey, we're gonna build the wall and once somebody has to stick Dame. That's it. Because I mean, like you build a wall with you have 5 people on the court, you build a wall with 4, and then you throw one person at Dame. You live with the results.
Play like a box one.
Yeah, live with the results. I mean, like, hey, if Chris Middleton go off for 50 points, he go off for 50 points. They deserve to win that game.
Yeah,
but
I almost
think
live
so.
with that because Middleton.
He's gonna be injured.
He barely gets to 30 sometimes.
Exactly. Some days he's shooting on point, but other days like he's off or he injured.
But when we're going to wrap up the NBA update, we got the NBA Power Rankings featuring Basketball Forever's Power Rankings. Find them on Instagram. But they got the Nuggets 1, Suns 2, Celtics 3, Bucks, Lakers, Warriors, Heat, Sixers, Kings,
Mavs at 14.
Grizzlies, Knicks, Clippers, Cavs, Mavs, T-Wolves, and the Thunder.
So is the Knicks better than?
Crats.
So you think the Knicks is better than the Mavs?
Absolutely not. I would honestly have the Mavs
at what?
Like 7.
7.
If I did my list, I would have the Mavs at 7.
The Mavs are better than the 76ers, the Kings, the Grizzlies.
Yep.
I don't know. I mean, you know, if
I don't think they're better than
Paul
the Nuggets,
George
Suns, Celtics, Bucks, Lakers, or Warriors, but I think pretty much every team beyond the Warriors, they're better than. They're arguably better than. I think they're definitely better than the T-Wolves. Definitely better than the Cavs.
It might be if
the
if
Clippers are
Sixers,
up there, but the Clippers are always so injured that you really you don't got to worry about them. So they kind of nullify themselves. But then they're definitely better than the Knicks. I think they're definitely better than the Grizzlies, especially with Steve Adams saying that he's going to have a knee surgery and he's going to miss the entire season again. So
why did he miss last season? Why he
only played like a month or 2, and then he missed the rest of the season. And he was supposed to come back this year, but he ended up injuring himself again, so he's going to miss the entire year. He's not going to play at all. So Jaren Jackson's going to have to move up and play center, so he's going to be out of position. What's his name?
Where's Spurs?
Where's the point guard?
The point guard for who?
Memphis.
Ja Morant.
Ja Morant is
like
going to be
28
suspended
games.
like 20, 30 games, so he's going to be gone a good chunk. And so I think with them basically being gone with 2 starters, one for the whole year and one for over a third of the year, I definitely have the Mavs over them. So yeah, I would definitely have the Mavs at 7. And then I think probably the Heat. I probably think the Grizzlies are better than the Sixers. And I think the Clippers would probably be in front of them. So I would definitely mix it up. I think the Thunder are also a lot better. I'd probably move the Thunder up like 3 or 5 spots.
3 or 5, but the Thunder, so that means the 5 spots, that's
I think the
11?
Thunder are better than the T-Wolves. I think they're better than the Cavs.
The T-Wolves are pretty good.
I think the Thunder are better than the Knicks.
So
I
you
think
don't
they're
think-
probably better than the Grizzlies. I think they're going to be right there with the Sixers and Sacramento Kings.
Anthony
level.
Edwards just came out of that balling season on the Olympic team.
You don't have no help, man. They got like 3.
Towns.
They got all their money wrapped up in Anthony Edwards and 3 centers. How would you pay all that money to 3 centers? They can't all play at the same time. They really messed up because they got Gobert, they got Anthony Towns, and they got Naz Reid, and it's like there's only so many minutes. And I mean, I know they move Karl Anthony Towns to the 4, but his true position is a 5.
I can see
they got 3 all-star level centers and an all-star guard forward.
Rudy Gay didn't learn how to shoot. If Rudy Gay learned how to stretch the floor, Rudy Gobert learned how to stretch the floor.
He ain't gonna ever learn, man. He's been in the league too long.
I can see that. I mean, like the way this
Karl
list is
Anthony
looking,
Towns and Naz Reid could both shoot. I almost would put Gobert on the bench and have if you're gonna start Gobert, then you gotta have Towns next to him, and then when Gobert goes to the bench, you bring in Naz Reid, and then basically you can shoot all 5 of your players on the court to shoot.
Is this Philly with James Harden or without James Harden? At number 8.
I think they're probably counting James Harden, but you're right. That's why I didn't factor them higher. That James Harden's probably going to leave. There's actually talk of Joel Embiid finally being tired of the Sixers and wanting to be traded.
Maybe tired of him.
So they might be going back to
the Knicks
Lotteryville.
Oh Lord, that's horrible. I mean,
it looks like Joel is no longer trusting the process.
I'm done with the process. I'm done with Philly.
But we're done with the going over the power rankings. Let us know what you think and who you would put at the top. I think the Suns are going to implode a little bit without a real point guard. They got 2 shooting guards and a small forward, and they're going to have to make one of their shooting guards play point guard because they got rid of all their point guards.
Facts.
So we're going to see how that looks. The Celtics, it's great that they upgraded technically and got Porzingis, but Porzingis has Anthony Davis syndrome, where he's often in street clothes just as much as he's in a uniform. So if we'll see if they can stand up. They did lose their defender in Williams, and we'll see if Al Horford's old self can play those higher minutes now that his backup is traded away, or are they going to make Porzingis play more of the 5 than the 4? But that's kind of wait and see, and we'll see if the Dame and Giannis experience turns out gold or fraud. And then Denver's an anomaly. I don't know. I think they kind of fluked it last year. I don't think they're going to do it again.
True. And that's all we got for the sports podcast, man. Man, check out more episodes of the sports podcast. Dropping at least once, twice a month. I'm trying to convince my co-hosts to, to do it more.
We got an NFL show every week. If you want to see me, Shooter McGavin, baby, get all the right picks and beat all my co-hosts in the picks. Me and Jesse actually tied on the picks, but I did win the head-to-head bet, so that means I did win the tiebreaker, and I am champion of the week. So shout out to myself. But let's go ahead and check out Music Mix number 4. We got TuT Tarintino, Mr. Irvin Jr. himself. Song added to Music Mix number 4. So show him some love, because his dad is definitely not.
Facts. And also, new music dropping this week. We got new music dropping. That's what's that? Goku? What's this? The Super Saiyan Saga?
No, this is actually Goku from the World's Strongest. Going Kaioken. So shout out to the world's strongest ocean dub Dragon Ball Z movie is the greatest Dragon Ball Z movie that was ever made. My favorite of all time.
Exactly.
Let's jump into
we got
what
music
was dropping
this week. We got
Offset, Set It Off.
You
didn't give me the new one?
You didn't do the new one. Horrible.
I thought you supposed to send me the new one.
Nah, so we got the new music dropping this week. We got City Girls dropping this week. We got
Let's
Chaotic
go ahead and go to our
dropping.
pick since my co-host messed up.
We got Chaotic dropping. But my pick of the week, I got the City Girls Raw Real Ass Whores dropping, 18 tracks. They got one track with Dirk, which is fire.
Their best track on the song.
They got the wig,
on the album.
most views. They got that Wig song, which is good. They got that song with that Kate lady, which is weird. It's like a pop song. Also, we got Chaotic, that Appreciate Me song. I want to buy you a
Chaotic
watch
for being
I ain't
hot
trying to
garbage.
waste no time. Hey, girl, you look good.
I thought Chaotic was a Kids Bop artist.
You a hater. He know he writes for people.
Hmm?
He writes for people. Writes for rappers. He's a writer.
It's crazy how he can write for people but can't write for himself.
You a hater. But I mean, I gotta like the album. The Chaotic album is real good. He tricking on a lot of bitches on that album.
God dang, Coast, we're getting to the end of the episode and you start talking this itch and that itch.
I'm just saying, and
Suck
also,
my
you
itch.
need to check out that City Girl album. It's really good. I mean, it was supposed to drop 2 years ago. They had to postpone it. Now they're dropping it. So a couple songs sound a little outdated, but it's pretty good. They got a couple samples on here you might like.
Don't pass out, Coast. We're going to go to my music pick. We got Young Scooter.
We got
Streets
Young
Crazy.
Scooter, Streets Crazy dropping. Finally, it took forever the Young Scooter to finally
Free
drop.
band.
How you feel about this album? Was it worth it? Was it worth the wait? Or it could
It's
have been
decent.
better.
I got to listen to it some more. I think I've only listened to it like 3 times. So I got to listen to it one more time to really let it sink in. But it does sound like classic Scooter. It sounds like, Mr. Black Migo Gang. So, he's doing his thing. I love Young Scooter from, over a decade ago. I've listened to Young Scooter for over a decade. So always shout out him, shout out Future, shout out Free Band Gang. They're the only
Shout out Boston
FBG
Richie.
that I get down with, unless it's Real Boss and Snitchy. Because he snitched, and that's why he got kicked off the Future tour.
I guess so. Also moving on to the next clip here, man. Thank y'all for following me on Twitter, man. My goal for Twitter is to get back to 5K. I'm at 4,909. I need to move back.
I don't need to go and follow.
Hard, you a hater. You know, I need you to follow us on Felix Supreme 305. That's Papa O Block. Make sure y'all like, comment, support this page. Hit the subscribe button. Moving on, I also
hit the like button, hit the comment button, hit a comment. Tell us if what you like, what you disagree with, what you want from us. Subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed. Follow us on all social medias. Links will be in the description.
Exactly, and you know,
follow the QR code. Let's move out of the way. We got the QR code for Tales from the Crib on TikTok. We got the QR code from Tales from the Crib on Instagram. Follow Crib Reactions. Get us to 7K subs. We need to make it happen. We're trying to get to 8K subs by the end of the year, so y'all need to get in tune. But let's go ahead. Pause it right here if you need those QR codes. But let's wrap the show up. Oh, we don't really need to post no more, co-host.
Hey, you like the new thumbnails?
He ain't putting us on the thumbnails no. We get no more love.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We get it on the reaction page.
Mixtapes.
But you already know, man. Hey.
What? They weren't read.
Trapaholics Mixtapes.
We'll see y'all next week, baby.
You already know, man. Hey. This Tales from the Crib. Thank y'all for getting messy with me. Make sure y'all check out the topics. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure you hit the notification bell. Make sure you subscribe to the Instagram page. You know, we're going up. Once again, we got Little Baby out here giving her Gaga 3000. Blueface and Megan inside your head game week. We got Britney Spears lying on Just JT, man. It's getting crazy out here, man. It's your boy Jesse J. Felix Supreme 305 with my co-host
Chico Grande Chico 2 times. Thanks for tuning in with us every week. Make sure you check out the Clips channel, TFTC Clips. We don't got time to watch the whole show. Make sure you check out the gaming channel, TFTC Gaming. You want basketball, you want wrestling, you want Star Wars, we got it all. Check us out on TFTC Gaming and get Crib Reactions to 7K subs, baby. We on our way. Road to 10K, road to 50K, road to 100K. Let's get it going, baby. We'll see you next week.